What's up, squids? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review. Today we're knocking out the review of the Bravema or Bravema. I really, dude, I do not know how to pronounce this. They spell it Brave M-A at the end, so I'm not sure if it's Bravema. Not quite sure. This is the Amazon special. Okay guys, let's start at the beginning, and we're gonna start with the unboxing of the mustache crash bars first. Then we're gonna go to the install. Then we're gonna finish up with the first ride impressions. So in this tan bag, we have the bolts. Unfortunately, this does not come with an install guide, and what we have here are the footrests. Now in the box, all we have left is the mustache guard. So we're gonna take all this plastic off, and we're gonna show you what it actually looks like. So this is what the mustache guard looks like. So let's head outside and try to install that bad boy. And here are the bolts we have.
So here's what you need for the install, guys. A CR732 is 17 ratchet or spanner. I have a ratchet spanner and a 12 and a 13 ratchet spanner. I don't have the 13 right here, but you need those for all the bolts that comes with this setup, because they did not send any tools, which is understandable because these tools are expensive. So they sent this with two different bolt patterns. If you see here, one says BA, it looks like B8A, looks like 10.9, and then there is a GE 10.9.
So what we have to do first is uninstall this plastic bolt that is inside these threads.
Let's try the EG. And the EG works. Now remember, this is also screwed in as well, so when you're taking it out, you gotta unscrew it instead of just yanking it out. Makes sense to unscrew it. So we got the EG, so we're gonna use the EG bolts. Also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray some lube on this area right here. I hate rust, honestly, so that's why I'm gonna do that. Also, this top has to be bolted in as well. We gotta bolt this top in. I'm using the GoPro for this one because I think it's easier to use the GoPro to shoot this on than to use my camera, because I gotta be lugging around a big heavy camera trying to shoot this. Yeah, it's just a little inconvenient. So I gotta drop it a bit. Alright, put this. It's not exactly lining up. Am I doing it right? Yes. Alright. It's not exactly lining up at the top. If you look right here, which is a little difficult to see with the GoPro, it's not exactly lining up. The holes are not exactly lining up. Let's get this one out. Beautiful. Well, you can't see it, and I can't get the camera in here well enough for you to see, but the holes at the top aren't lining up, but all the other holes lined up. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a jack stand on this bad boy. So that's what I'm attempting to do right now. Yeah, turns. I have another jack I can use.
So guys, I had to use jack extensions and a socket and use the weight of the bike to stretch the mustache guards upwards.
So I'm actually screwing it from the back. catching it from the back of my hand and ratcheting it from the front with this ratchet. Now, this did not come with any instructions, but I'm assuming that this bolt, this nut, goes on the back of this bolt right here. But unfortunately, I can't get it installed because I would have to back that off, and I'm not backing it off. So I'm gonna put it on the other side over here, which is already free. So guys, I still went ahead and put the other bolt on the other side because it did come with 2 bolts. So I did cave in and put the bolt on the other side. The brake switch is right here, so which makes it pretty difficult to get it on once you already screwed up. You gotta literally unbolt the screw and put the nut there and screw the bolt in to the frame and the nut at the same time. And then once you get that done, then I guess you could put the socket or spanner or whatever you have, or whatever can fit on there at this point. Now this is what she looks like, all bolted up and ready to go. I did not think I would like crash bars, especially the mustache ones. I really didn't think I would like it. I really didn't think it would look good on a bike. That's why I never actually bought crash bars, sissy bar, bags, or any of that stuff on my bike. I like my bike naked. I like the way it looked when I first bought it, and I was intending on keeping it that way. But then when I start getting hit up for reviews and whatnot, I was like, ah, shit. I guess I gotta do some upgrades to the bike, and that's why I picked this crash bars up. And honestly, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks pretty nice, I must say. It was some stress trying to get it on at first because the holes don't actually line up properly. I don't want to talk with my helmet open, so give me a second, guys. Let me get out of this traffic. So it's a very simple review, guys. Not really much to it. I'm sure you've seen a million of these videos with the bike already leaned over on the side already, so there's really no need for me to do that to show you that it can be done. I think what you're most interested in is the fact that I got these off Amazon, and I only paid $102 for them with shipping from Amazon with Amazon Prime. I think that's what you really want to know. You really want to know, can I save some money on these crash bars from Amazon? And the answer is yes. My biggest issue with this crash bar was the holes didn't exactly line up. I guess because they were in the shop for so long, or in the box. I guess it kind of like lost shape maybe, or because they were in with some other ones, you know, they don't exactly keep their shape after they're made. They warp a little, so maybe that could have been it. What I had to do was put the jack on it to get it up to the right height in order to get that bolt in there. But they did send it with 2 bolts, 2 different types of bolts for 2 different types of bikes, so that did help. So that was really fantastic. So yes, this can work on your Lowrider S. Can it work on the Lowrider SD? It probably can. I am not quite sure. I have to see how the holes look at the bottom and at the top where the fairing is. But I believe it can. I believe it shouldn't be a problem. So yeah. And where I have my foot right now is actually how you're supposed to ride with this, with those rubber pieces at the top. I know when I was installing them, I was supposed to put those on first, and I didn't. I actually put them on last, and it became a pain in the butt. So learn from my mistake and actually put those on first if you really want. I wasn't sure if I wanted them, that's why I didn't put them on. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and put them on after all anyway. And this is how you ride. You ride with your foot extended, both feet. Now if you had cruise control, I guess you could put both feet out. But because I'm so stretched out right now, I can't put my other foot up because I'm already stretched out as it is already. I'm not that tall to begin with. Alright, so I have some Kemimoto foot pegs for this that they sent me.
for this crash bar. So I need to install those. I'm going to install those later today, so I can drop another review soon. I'm going to try to get this review out probably Friday or Sunday. Not quite sure, but we'll see what happens. And I'll try to get those Bullmoto highway tags up, so you can see those too. So guys, this Bravema, you can pick this up on Amazon for 106 bucks. There will be a link in the description below. I do get a kickback from that link, but with no extra charge to you. So if you're interested in supporting the channel and you want to get this, you can do both at the same time. So remember to keep your eyes on the swivel. Keep the sticky side down, the shiny side up. And love you long time. I had to sneak that one in there. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Pieces. I never thought I liked how it looks. Yeah, she do.